Conclusion. God's not done. The U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota, hosted the Super Bowl in 2018. Construction for the venue was completed in 2016. It was fascinating to watch the progress of the building throughout its assembly. I used to drive by the stadium every week to see the progress. I couldn't believe how big of a hole they had to dig before they could start building. As the structure began to take shape little by little, it was hard to imagine what it would even look like. Back when it was just a hole in the ground, one of my colleagues at church asked our congregation how they liked the new stadium. It was meant to be a joke, because at that particular moment in time, one would question the architect's design expertise if that was the way the building was supposed to look. Everyone laughed because they knew that they couldn't judge how the stadium looked before the building process was finished. In the same way, let me close this book with a great theological truth. God is not done yet. We may look at our lives and question God's plan and design, but we can rest assured that He is not finished with us yet. We see this same point time and time again as we read the Bible. God wasn't done when Joseph was in prison, when Jeremiah was in the pit, or when Jonah was in the fish. He wasn't done when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were thrown into the fiery furnace, or when Daniel was cast into the lion's den. He wasn't done when Pharaoh was oppressing the Israelites, when Haman was plotting against Mordecai, when Herod was killing infants, or when Saul was persecuting Christians. He wasn't done when Sarah's womb was barren, when Ruth was a widow, or when the Virgin Mary was told she would bear a son. He was not done when Naaman had leprosy, when Bartimaeus was blind, or when Lazarus was dead. He was not done when Noah built an ark, when Aaron made a golden calf, or when David took a census. He was not done when Goliath taunted the armies of Israel, when Jezebel killed the prophets of Israel, or when the Babylonians destroyed the temple of Israel. And do not forget that He was not done when Jesus was rejected by His hometown, betrayed by Judas, deserted by His disciples, denied by Peter, tried by the Sanhedrin, condemned by Pilate, mocked by the soldiers, nailed to the cross, and buried in the tomb. What more evidence do we need? God is not done with us. It does not matter where we are or where we have been. God is not done. Take heart. Don't merely look to the things that are temporary. Look to the things that are unseen and eternal. What will our lives look like when God fulfills His plans and finishes His work in us? We do not even have an idea of how great it will be. Our wildest imaginations and loftiest expectations fall short. Hope says, I do not yet know what it will look like when that day comes, but I know that the day is coming, and it will be better than anything I can imagine. I can hardly wait. I am finished, but God is not. In Jesus' name, press on and don't lose heart. Thank you for listening to this recording of Don't Lose Heart by Jason Meyer. This book was narrated by Adam Verner. This audio recording was produced in 2019 by Christian Audio, a division of Recorded Books, which owns the copyright. No portion of this recording may be reproduced for any reason without prior written consent from Christian Audio. This edition is issued by contractual arrangement with Baker Publishing Group. Originally published in English as Don't Lose Heart, Gospel Hope for the Discouraged Soul. Copyright 2019 by Jason Meyer. Please visit ChristianAudio.com, Facebook.com/ChristianAudio, or Twitter.com/ChristianAudio to offer your impressions of this work and to explore additional titles.